Hey players, right now my phone is about to die and my charger is on the other side of the room. To many, this would be considered a first world problem. But the question to ask is, how do we determine if something is actually a problem, and who determines that? To set the context, I did a video about a year ago on how I hate allergies during the springtime. Fairly recently, I received a comment in that video from Annabelle May 13 saying that if she even touches a nut, she'll go into anaphylactic shock, which is way worse than my little sniffles. I can't even argue with that. There are people out there who have it way worse than I do, but how far down the chain with that type of logic can we go? For Isabel, she at least has access to foods without nuts to make sure that nothing bad happens to her. But there are people out there whose access to healthy food is near impossible. And on top of that, there are so many people in this world who don't even have clean drinking water. And on top of that, there are people who don't have access to water, period. If you're sitting there watching this video on YouTube right now, then chances are there are millions upon millions of people out there who are struggling to survive. But does that mean the problems you're complaining about are not worth complaining about? Most people would say yes. Having to wait for a torrent to finish downloading, or being upset because your clothes aren't that dry after taking them out of the dryer should be the least of your worries. However, I would argue differently. What we in the first world consider problematic in our daily lives is only that way because we see things in a subjective view. How can we ever expect the rich white kids on Instagram to ever understand what it's like to go weeks without food? Or for everyone out there who's buying Google glasses to have to travel 4 hours a day just to get clean drinking water? We're all products of our environment, and just because people haven't experienced your environment or environment worse than theirs doesn't mean that their issue is not an issue. What do you guys think though? Should people not complain about first world problems? I think this will be a really interesting discussion, so make sure to leave your comments below so we can talk about it. The approach we have to take when someone is complaining about something so trivial is not to get upset, but to educate them. Explain to them what it's like outside of their world. There are tons of resources all over the internet. And most importantly, don't ever feel jealous or upset just because someone may have a better life than you or may not even care to find out what's going on. You know what's important in life and who's important in life, and that's all that matters. As always guys, love and peace. Hey, thanks for watching. If you're new to the channel, make sure to hit the subscribe button below. I make new videos every Tuesday and Friday on self-help, dating, philosophy, and more. Also, if you want exclusive stories and tips that I don't share in my videos, make sure to sign up for the Josh Speaks newsletter. The link will be in the description below.